Hi my dear children, how are you? Are you fine? I think all are safe at home. Okay, then today I am welcoming all of you to my class. Today we are happy to know that we are introducing a new unit, that is unit 3. Unit 3. We have already completed unit 2 and all of you understood the stories and poems in that unit. Okay, now we are going to the unit 3. Okay, the lesson's name is unit 3 name is the little girl and the umbrella. The little girl and umbrella. And the little girl and the umbrella. And the umbrella. Okay, the little girl and the umbrella. Okay, the little girl and the umbrella. Do you know, did you hear about this story? Then do you know Muttathu Worki, our famous Malayalam novelist, then story writer for children, then his novel Oru Kudayum Kunju Pengalum. This is the English translation of his novel Oru Kudayum Kunju Pengalum. This is the first chapter of this novel. All of you know that. Then in this story we can see the children, two children, a sister and brother who has not getting sufficient basic facilities. Okay, then how are they treated, how are they humiliated in the society. Then we are going to the, before getting to the chapter, we can discuss what is given in the first page of the story. Okay, take page number 70 of your English textbook. Take that. Are you ready with your textbook? Okay, then go to the story. Before entering to the story, there are some questions. Okay, it's an entry activity. There are some questions here. Okay, before going to the story, then in this unit we have to study 2 novels and 2 stories and a poem. Okay, then we can see a picture here. What picture is this? So many children are going to school. What are they in their hands? The books in their hands. Then are they happy or sad? Are they happy or sad? They are very happy. Why are they happy? Because they are going to school. Are you happy to go to school? Yeah, this time you are very sad because you cannot go to school. You cannot enjoy the schooling. So we are very sad. But so as students, we are all happy to go to school. We can enjoy the schooling. Okay. Then there are so many questions are there. I am going to read it. Are you ready? Look at the textbook. And do all children get good food and clothing? Do all children get good food and clothing? You know, all children get good food and clothing. No, in many parts of the world there are many children, they are not getting enough food and clothing. Okay. Do all of them live in houses with basic facilities? All children are getting basic facilities. Are they living in houses with basic facilities? In our houses we should have basic facilities. So do all children enjoy these basic facilities? It's the second question. Okay, then do all of them get good education? Are all the children getting good education? Do you know many children of many part of the world, many children are not getting good education. Okay, so we are lucky to have education, but many children are not getting enough education. Okay. Do children have rights for protection and care? Do children have rights for protection and care? Do children? Yeah, they have right for protection and care, but many children are not getting protection and care in their life. Okay. Have you ever felt that your rights have been violated? Have you ever felt you are not getting your rights? Your rights are refused. Violated means refused. You are not getting your rights. Then do you feel like that? The next question is, how should parents and teachers behave towards children? There is an expectation for you. Your parents and teachers should behave like so and so. You have an expectation, haven't you? Then you have an expectation that your parents and teachers should behave so and so. You expect like that. They should behave very lovingly, very carefully, like that. Then they should give enough love and care to you. You expect that from them. But are you getting? Are you sure that you are getting that? Your parents and teachers are behaving as you wish? Some of you are getting that, but in many part of the world, some children are not getting this love and care from their parents. Okay. How should children behave towards parents and teachers? Then, yes, we are expecting from parents and teachers, we also have to do something before for them. So we also have behave towards them very lovingly. We also should behaving very lovingly and obediently. We should obey them. We should love them. Okay, we should love and obey our parents and teachers. Okay. Then we are getting to the story. A girl in the rain. Here we can see a girl who is very poor. Then she has a brother, and they are living without any basic facilities in their home. And how are they treated in their home and in the society? But we can see here. Okay. Now let us read the opening chapter of the famous novel Oru Kudayum Kunju Pengalum by Muttathu Worki and see if the rights of the little girl and her brother were violated or not. So we are getting the first chapter of Muttathu Worki's novel Oru Kudayum Kunju Pengalum, and we can understand that how is this girl and her brother was treated. Then their rights are violated or not. They are getting enough rights. They are getting their rights or not. Are their rights are refused or not? Are they getting their rights or not? That can be seen here in this story. Okay. Then the sky was cloudy. A cold breeze was blowing. Then take page number 71. Then look at the textbook very carefully and underline the words that are not understanding. Okay. The sky was cloudy. A cold breeze was blowing languidly. The trees on both sides of the country road were swaying gently in the wind. The opening scene of the story. The sky. What is going to happen? Yeah. Rain is coming. We can see symptoms of rain is described here. Symptoms of rain is coming of rain is described here. The sky was cloudy. You know, when does the sky become cloudy? Yeah, when the rain approaches. When the rain is coming, the sky become cloudy. Like that, we can see the sky was cloudy. Sky was full of clouds. Sky was full of clouds. The sky was cloudy. A cold breeze was blowing. A cold breeze when the rain is approaching, as we have learned in the chapter Lancho. When the rain is approaching, a fresh cool breeze is blowing. Like that, a cold breeze was blowing. A cold breeze was blowing. A gentle wind was blowing. Languidly. Languidly means moving slowly. Moving slowly. Very, very slowly. A cold breeze was blowing very slowly. Languidly means very slowly. Languidly, very slowly. Or in an elegant manner. In an elegant manner. Languidly. And the trees on both sides of the country. It is a country. Say country. This place is not a town. It is a country. The tree on both sides of the country road were swaying gently in the wind. When the wind is blowing, the trees on both sides of the country road. The trees on both sides of the country road. Then this may be the tree, and both sides of the country road were like this. The trees on both sides of the country road were swaying gently. They are moving very gently. They are moving very gently. They are swaying gently. The trees on both sides of the country road were swaying gently. Swaying means slowly, moving slowly from side to side. Moving slowly from side to side. Moving slowly from side to side. Moving slowly from side to side is swaying. Swaying gently. Can't you see that? When the rain is coming, the wind blows, and both trees are swaying gently in the wind. These trees are very slowly moving side to side. They are very happy. It shows that they are happy in getting rain. Okay. Trees on both sides of the country road were swaying gently in the wind. Lily, it's going to rain. Who said? You go with Gracie. Who said that? Lily, it's going to rain. You go with Gracie. Gracie is their neighbor. You know, this Lily's neighbor is Gracie. She's a rich girl. How is she treating Lily and her brother? We can see. Lily, it is going to rain. You go with Gracie. Baby said. Who is Baby? Baby is the brother of Lily. Baby is the brother of Lily. Lily, it is going to rain. You go with Gracie. Baby said, pointing to the girl from the Pomangalam family, their rich neighbors. Then Gracie is their neighbor from Pomangalam family. She is the rich neighbor of Lily and Baby. Her house name is Pomangalam family. She is from Pomangalam family. This Gracie is from Pomangalam family. She is the rich girl in that country. Okay. You go with Gracie, Baby said, pointing to the girl from the Pomangalam family, their rich neighbors. This Gracie is from Pomangalam family, their rich neighbors. Okay. What about you? Lily asked him. Then Lily asked, how can you go, my brother? How can you go to school? You have no umbrella. How can you? If I go with Gracie, how can you go? Who was asked? Lily asked to Baby, how can you go? I will run. Then he replied, I will run. Baby started running by saying, Baby said, I will run, by saying that he started running. Baby running to school. He started running to school. The raindrops started falling. Then the rain started. You know, the rain started and the raindrops started falling. Raindrops started falling. 1, 2, 4. Then the raindrops started falling. The rain quickened. Rain quickened means rain became fastened. Rain fastened. Rain became very heavy. Very speedily. It became very heavy. It fastened. It became fastened. The rain quickened. Then next one is the rain. The rain. Side heading is the rain. in this section, how was the rain? It is described here in this section. How was the rain is described here. Okay, the rain. How was the rain? Lily also ran, holding her slate and books against her chest. Lily also ran, holding her slate and books against her chest. She felt the rain slashing her face. She placed the slate over her book. Even if the raindrops fell on the slate, nothing would happen. It would not get spoiled. What did Lily do? Lily also ran. Lily began to run. Lily began to run, holding her slate and books against her chest. By holding her slate and book against her chest, she started running. Lily, by holding her slate and books, began to run to school. Okay, and book against her chest. She held her slate and book against her chest. She felt the rain lashing her face when she was running. When she was running to school, she felt that the raindrops are lashing on her face, beating on her face. They are falling on her face, lashing. They are beating. They are coming against her face. They are lashing on her face. Lashing her face, she placed the slate over her book. What did she do? She placed the slate over her book. Why did she do so? You know, why did she place the slate over her book? Why did she place her slate over her book? You can see. She placed the slate over her book even if the raindrops fell on the slate. Even if the raindrops fell on the slate, nothing would happen. Even if the raindrops fell on the slate, nothing would happen. But if it fell on her books, it would be spoiled. Okay, you know. Then if it fell on her books, it would be spoiled. But if it fell on her slate, if the raindrops fell on her slate, nothing would happen. Nothing would happen. Her books may not be spoiled. Her books may not be spoiled. That is why she placed the slate over her book. Okay, understood? My dear children, can you follow me? She placed the slate over her book. Even if the raindrops fell on the slate, nothing would happen. If these raindrops fell on her slate, nothing would happen. The slate would not be spoiled very soon by getting the water. But if it get on the books, it would be spoiled. So she placed the slate over her books. Understood? Okay. Nothing would happen. It would not get spoiled. The slate would not get spoiled. Okay, you know that the slate would not get spoiled if it get water. Okay. Gracie, can I too? Who asked? Lily begged and tried to get in under Gracie's umbrella. Then Gracie is going to school. Then when Lily was going to school, Gracie also was going to school by holding an umbrella. She has umbrella because she is very rich girl. But Lily has no umbrella because she is very poor. Okay. Gracie, can I too? She begged too. She requested. Begged means she requested and tried to get in under Gracie's umbrella. She begged. She requested. Gracie, can I too stand in your umbrella? Begged. Requested. Gracie, can she also stand in her umbrella? Did Gracie allow her? Did Gracie allow her to stand in her umbrella? Okay, we can see. Gracie, can I too? Lily begged and tried to get it under Gracie's umbrella. But Gracie moved away from Lily. But Gracie got angry and moved away from Lily. But Gracie moved away from Lily. Gracie's neat clothes were made of fine silk. Then this Gracie's neat clothes were made of fine silk. But Lily was clad in quite old and torn clothes. Okay. Then what did Gracie do? Gracie moved away from Lily. Gracie's neat clothes were. She is very rich. So she wore very fine silk. It's a clothes made of fine silk. Gracie's neat clothes were made of fine silk. But Lily was, what was Lily wearing? Lily's clothing was, Lily was clad. Clad means clothing, a type of clothing. A type of clothing. Lily was clad in quite old and torn clothes. She was wearing very old and torn clothes. Very torn means past tense of past participle of tear is torn. Past participle of tear is torn. Tear means damaged, get damaged. Clad is a type of clothing. And torn is torn, damaged or got damaged or split. But Lily was clad in quite old and torn clothes. Her dressing was very old and torn, very old and damaged. It is broken and it is damaged. But Lily was clad in quite old and torn clothes. Okay. Gracie, please. Again she begged to Gracie. Gracie, please allow me to enter in your umbrella. I have no umbrella, Gracie. Will you please allow me to enter in your umbrella? Otherwise, I will be late to school. She very politely, very in a requesting manner, she asked to get Gracie, please, will you please allow me to enter in your umbrella? Who asked? Yeah, very good. Lily asked. What was the response of Gracie? Gracie, please. Lily begged again. Go away, girl. Then she responded, go away, girl. Go away. I don't allow you. Go away, girl. I won't let you in under my umbrella. I won't let you in means I won't allow you to get in my umbrella. She said, I won't allow you or I won't let you in under my umbrella. She said. I won't means I will not. The short form of will not is I won't. I won't let you in under my umbrella. Gracie said stubbornly. Stubbornly means strongly. Very strongly. Very firmly. Very strongly. Very strongly she said, I won't let you. You go away, girl. You go away, girl. I won't let you in under my umbrella. Who said? Yeah, very good. Gracie said she won't let her under her umbrella because she is wearing very torn clothes. She is she was wearing very old and torn clothes and she is very poor. So she did not allow Lily to get in her umbrella. She is very proud girl. Okay. Go away, girl. I won't let you in under my umbrella. Gracie said stubbornly, very strongly she said. So very strongly she said, I won't let you in under my. I won't let you in under my umbrella. Lily could not control her tears. Lily could not control her tears means Lily could not control her sadness. She became very sad. She could not control herself. Lily could not control her tears. She became very sad. She wept bitterly. She wept bitterly means showing sadness. Very sadly she began to cry. She began to cry very sadly. Bitterly means very sadly or showing sadness. Showing sadness. Or very sadly she began to cry. Lily could not control her tears. She wept bitterly. She could not control herself, so she began to cry very sadly. The rain also was quite cruel to her. Rain also was not stopping. It was also continuing very heavily, very strongly. The rain was continuing. It did not show any sympathy towards her. It did not show any kindness towards Lily. The writer says rain also was not showing any sympathy or kindness towards Lily. The rain also was quite cruel to her. It came down heavily on her. It continued to fall down heavily on her. It continued very heavily. The rain also was continuing very heavily. So it also did not show any sympathy towards Lily. As Gracie showed her, the rain also was very cruel to her. As Gracie was cruel to her, the rain also was very cruel to her. It continued to continue. The rain also was continued very heavily, very strongly. Okay. Lily ran on and on, thoroughly wet. What did Lily do? There was no choice for her. She began to run. She ran on and on, thoroughly wet. Lily continued her running to school, ran and on thoroughly. She was fully wet. Thoroughly means fully wet. She was fully wet. Thoroughly means fully wet. Heavy drops of rain fell on her face like pebbles falling from the sky. Like pebbles, like small stones falling. Pebbles means small stones falling from the sky. Heavy raindrops are falling on her face. Pebbles means small stones. Small, tiny or small stones are known as pebbles. Then Lily began to run to school. She continued her running to school. Nobody helped her, so she continued her running to school, thoroughly wet. She was fully wet because of the heavy rain. She was fully wet because of the heavy rain. Heavy drops of rain. The writer says heavy drops of rain fell on her face like pebbles, like small stones. That much heavy these raindrops were. Like they are seeming like pebbles. They are seeming like stones. These raindrops are seeming like pebbles. He compared these raindrops to pebbles. Okay. Then these raindrops were falling on her face like the pebbles. That much strong it was. Heavy drops of rain fell on her face like pebbles falling from the sky. As these stones are falling from the sky, these raindrops are falling on her face. How sad it was. Can you imagine, my dear children? Okay. Muddy water. The water mixed with mud. This is adjective. Mud is noun and muddy is adjective. Water mixed with mud is known as muddy. Muddy water ran against her little feet. She is very small girl. Then muddy water is running between her little feet. Ran against her little feet. Then there are some questions here we can discuss before entering to the next section. Okay. First one, Lily, you go with Gracie. Baby said. Why did baby say so? First question is page number 71. Take page number 71 and first question is, Lily, you go with Gracie. Baby said. Why did baby say so? Can you say the answer? Why did baby say so? Because it was going to rain. It was going to rain, but Lily had no umbrella. Lily had no umbrella to go to school. Lily had no umbrella to go to school, but it was getting rain. It was going to rain. That is the answer. You should write in your notebook. Okay. Then, is it clear for you? First answer. It was going to rain, but Lily had no umbrella to go to school. Okay. Second question. Is it just a drizzle or a heavy downpour? How does the author describe rain in this passage? Is it just a drizzle? Is it just a small rain or a small light rain or a heavy downpour, heavy rain? How does the author describe rain in the passage? From the description of the author, we can understand that it was a heavy rain. which lines show that it was a heavy rain? Can you say which line show? Yeah, go to the page number 73. The rain also was quite clear to her. It came down heavily on her. Heavy drops of rain fell on her face like pebbles falling from the sky. Heavy drops of rain fell on her face like pebbles falling from the sky. Muddy water ran against her little feet. These lines show that it was heavy rain. Okay, can you say? Yeah. The rain came down heavily on her. Heavy. Then Lily ran on and on thoroughly wet. Heavy drops of rain fell on her face like pebbles falling from the sky. Muddy water ran against her little feet. These lines show that it was a heavy rain. Can you? Did you understand these lines? Which lines? Muddy water. Before that, rain. Lily ran on and on thoroughly wet. Heavy drops of rain fell on her face like pebbles falling from the sky. Muddy water ran against her little feet. All of you should write these question answers in your notebook and send to me. Then we can go to the next section. Tears of rain. The rain is described as the tears of Lily. Tears of rain. Lily took shelter in the veranda. Tears of rain. Tears of rain. Lily took shelter in the veranda of a small shop on the country road. Her clothes and books were wet. What really upset her was her books getting wet. Standing in a corner of the veranda, she started sobbing. What did she do? Then when this rain became heavier and heavier, stronger and stronger, what did she do? She could not run to school. What did she do? Lily took shelter in the veranda of a small shop on the country road. There was a shop on the country road. Then she took shelter in the veranda of veranda of the shop in that country road. Small shop on the country road. Her clothes and books were wet. Due to rain, her clothes and books were wet. What really upset her? What really upset her was not becoming wet her body. What was really becoming upset her, nervous her, or becoming very sad her? What making her sad? What was that? What really upset her was her books getting wet. Her books getting wet. Books got wet. That made her very nervous, very upset. Because why was she upset? Because her books were getting wet. Her books were getting wet. That made her more upset. Okay. What really upset her was her books getting wet. Standing in a corner of the veranda, she started sobbing. By standing at the corner of the veranda, she started sobbing. Sobbing means crying. She started crying. She saw Gracie passing by with her umbrella. At that time, who was passing there? Gracie was very proudly passing her by holding her umbrella. Gracie was passing her by taking her umbrella. Okay. She saw Gracie passing by with her umbrella. The raindrops flowing down from Lily's hair blurred her eyes as they mixed with her tears. She was crying, you know. She was very sad and was crying. Then she can see Gracie was passing there. She could see Gracie was passing her by holding her umbrella very proudly. She was giggling at her. Gracie passing by with her umbrella. The raindrops flowing down from Lily's hair. Raindrops were flowing down from Lily's hair. Lily was fully wet, thoroughly wet, you know that. So raindrops were flowing down from her hair, blurred her eyes as they mixed with her tears. Then these raindrops, this rainwater flowing down her eyes were mixed with her tears. You understand? This rainwater flowing down from her hair mixed with her tears, blurred her eyes. Blurred her eyes, covered her eyes. Blurred her eyes means covered her eyes. The bitter cold made her shiver. It was very cold. The bitter cold, the very strong cold. Bitter cold means very strong cold made her shiver and her teeth started to chatter. She began to shiver. She began to shiver and she began to vibrate and her teeth started to chatter. She teeth started to chatter something. When you are getting cold, your teeth started to chatter, started to say something. So like that, your teeth started to chatter. Her dress was now completely drenched in the rain. Her dress, what happened to her dress? Her dress was completely wet in the rain. Drenched means became wet or soaked. Became wet or soaked. Soaked or became wet. Became completely wet. Completely wet in the water. Okay. She placed the slate and books on the floor. She placed the slate and book on the floor. She squeezed the edge of her skirt. Then what did she do? She squeezed. Squeezed means to press firmly something. To press firmly something. To press something very firmly. She began to squeeze her skirt. She squeezed the edge of the skirt to wring water. Why did she squeeze that? To wring water, to avoid water from it, because it was fully wet, you know. Then she began to squeeze her skirt to wring water from it, to avoid water from it. The edge of the skirt split because it was very torn and old cloth. So the edge of the skirt split. Split means torn. It was very old skirt because it was an old skirt. The only one she had only one skirt. So she had no other skirt to wear. So it became very old and torn. So when she squeezed it, the edge of its skirt split. The only one she had. At home she always had to change into a bath towel. She had only one skirt, and at home she had to wear bath towel. This shows that she is very poor. These sentences show that she is very poor. And then I am giving you a follow up activity. All of you should write it in your notebook. Okay. Thoughts. Lily was very sad when she was standing in the veranda of the shop. Different kinds of thoughts were come to her mind. Right. Very sad when she was standing in the veranda of the shop. Different kinds of thoughts came to her mind. Right. Then when she was very sad when Gracie did not allow her to enter her umbrella, and because of the heavy rain she had to stand on the veranda of the shop, and she was thinking about her condition. She was very poor and so nobody to help her. She had no umbrella, like that. Then you have to write the thoughts of Lily. Today I am going to wind up this class, and in the next class we can continue the story. Have a nice day. Thank you.